The area in Massachusetts known as Plymouth was once the Wampanoag village of Patuxent, which had been abandoned due to a devastating epidemic. The survivors of the region buried their dead and faced the growing strength of their enemies. Upon arriving at Plymouth Rock, Governor William Bradford knew the site was a divine blessing. Massasoit, the Wampanoag leader, sought allies against the Narragansett, who had avoided the epidemic and posed a significant threat. The arrival of the Puritans, equipped with firearms and steel tools, but lacking knowledge of land and local alliances, created a unique opportunity for mutual cooperation. On March 16, 1621, Samoset, an Algonquin-speaking man, greeted the settlers in English, saying, "Welcome, Englishmen," having learned the language from coastal fishermen. He later returned with Squanto, who had his own remarkable experiences and could also speak in English. These two Wampanoag facilitated communication and cooperation between the Wampanoag and the Pilgrims. After a successful harvest, the settlers celebrated their first feast of Thanksgiving sometime between late September and early November, the exact date not recorded. Governor Bradford described the harvest yield as modest, yet sufficient for winter survival. Edward Winslow, another Puritan leader, wrote that they organized a 3-day feast inviting around 90 Wampanoag men. The menu of 1621 was quite different from modern Thanksgiving meals, as the settlers lacked flour, dairy, and sugar. Their feast included corn, squash, beans, shellfish, wild fowl, and deer provided by the Wampanoag, which was considered a luxury by the Pilgrims because in England it was only permitted to be hunted by the gentry. The Wampanoag, even though not Christian, had a measure of God's light. They understood the Pilgrims' need, and helping was mutually advantageous. They set out to provide assistance, friendship, and genuine care for this small surviving band of Puritans. A year later, on November 30th, 1622, Squanto died. Governor Bradshaw stayed with him for 3 days until he passed. Governor Bradshaw wrote, "In this place, Tisquantum fell sick of Indian fever, bleeding much at the nose, which Indians take as a symptom of death, and within a few days died there. Desiring the governor to pray for him that he might go to the Englishman's God in heaven, and bequeathed sundry of his things to English friends, as remembrances of his love, of whom they had a great loss." As Thanksgiving approaches this Thursday, Ellen G. White, the most published and translated Christian authoress in the world, reminded us at Thanksgiving we are to focus on gratitude towards God, not memorializing our own selfish pleasures and ease, and to remember those in need. She emphasized that acts of kindness towards the less fortunate reflect our love for Jesus, who identified with humanity's struggles. This Thanksgiving, we are encouraged to embody love and service, following Christ's example for a fulfilling and joyful day of thanksgiving to Almighty God for the great country in which we reside as Americans.
This has been a special presentation of Harvest with your host, Dr. Michael John Cookenmaster. Thanks for watching. You may watch Harvest 2 ways. On YouTube, be sure to subscribe at Harvest Ministries, or on Facebook through Dr. Cookenmaster's page. Be sure to like, comment, and share. See you next time.